some thunder boomers going on out there. So far so good. Just started rain. I got home not too long ago. But the actual problem that we had last time is that catch basin. There's one right over there, and it seemed to be working now. So they cleaned up their act. Let's say the city did, and it's nice. I like thunderstorms. I don't like when garages flood, but I like thunderstorms. All right, I'm gonna do a spoiler update. After my bitching and complaining and whining and moaning, I took a day off and I came back to it with a clear head and a clear mind, which is essentially a clear head, and this is what I came up with. This is all Fiberglass. I actually built that radius out. I have to cut this back a little bit more, but what I did to achieve, I'll demonstrate on the other side if I can sneak in here. I gap myself with my own screwdriver. Put a 5-inch spreader in underneath it. I closed the deck lid, then I started filling this out. This, I have not touched this yet. This is all rough. Now let's shut this fan down a little bit. This is all rough here, so I'm gonna stop taking the longboard. Actually, I've been using this 36 grit on it, and I'm gonna stop. And we'll get that done. So this is starting to look better now. I'm starting to get happy with it. Battery box is put away. It's safe. I might do that again. There's things on it that I'm not digging. So let's take a look at it. Oh, man, I got some dust in it, and it got in the clear. And there's a big speck of dust that's in the clear that I can't get out. And I gotta wet sand and buff all this. Right there. Can you see it? Let's see if I can. Right there, that speck is in the clear and it's like white. And I don't like the way the shading came out. It's too green. I was trying, maybe I should do some true fire in here, so I might just sand this all back down and did it again. So that one speck is really bothering me, and it's really, you can't really, I don't know, we'll see, but this all has to be wet sanded, and I think I'm gonna have to hit it again because you see all the blivets and divots. So, and I know for a fact when I wet sand this I'm gonna burn through these edges, but I'm not digging the green, just green like that without any shading in it. Alright, so we'll put that away. I'll think about that. Maybe you guys can persuade me not to, just leave it alone. If it ain't broke, don't fix it until it's broke. Okay, another thing. I took it upon myself to start making some stickers. I owe people stickers. I owe Zig, I owe Scott, anybody else who I was supposed to get a sticker out to you. PM me, let me know. These are the ones I have. I got these little rinky-dink ones. You got to trim them up a little bit more and trim them up. I cut them down a little bit, and then I have these here. This is with Bertha on it. And essentially, I took that Camaro and I got a picture of it online, and I sent it to paint on my computer, and I eliminated the one-piece bumper and I put a spoiler on it, and that's what you see there. There's the spoiler and there's the two-piece bumpers, so to make it look like Bertha, which it does, pretty damn close. So if anybody wants one of these guys, let me know. Oh, really zoomed in. I got more cooking upstairs. I actually got my daughter upstairs. She's pissed at me, but I forced her to make it because I am computer illiterate. And so she's making I don't know, I got probably about 25 or 30 of these. So let me know if anybody wants one. PM me. I'll try to get it out to you as soon as I can. So we're working on this thing. We're gonna sand them down and refine it a little bit more. But I'm happy with that now. That looks a lot better than what it did the other day. So I'll bring you back after I sand it. We'll do a quick clip, and then I'll sign off, and that's some rumbling, man. And bring it back after I'm done sanding. Alright guys, see you in a bit. This looks pretty familiar, doesn't it? Well, looks like there's no end in sight to this. It's not going up though. This would suck, dude. This would suck. This would suck. This would suck so bad. This would be beyond suck. And I'm going to keep my eye on that thing. See the trash already starting to collect? I'll run out there and clean that up, man. This will not happen again, but it seems to be taking all the water fine. So, City of Fall River, if my garage floods again due to your incompetence, we're going to have some problems. So far, so good. Alright, blah blah. This is all Fiberglass. All this is Fiberglass. That's all in. Pretty much the shape is getting pretty close. I might have to just sand this down a little bit more to get this line a little more of a radius to it. It's kind of tough to see with the contrasting green. It looks like it will be an in, but when you come in closer, it's right here. From here out, looks like it's got a little bit of a whip, so we're going to try to file that down and sand that down. This is how I've been doing it. Globbing it on, letting it kick, and then essentially taking the key and finding the keyhole. Come on, where are you? And I just take this like this. This is already set up. It gives you that finish below, and everything stays in place. Then I can work it. Still kind of soft, but that's all a little fuzzy. This is all going to come off these fuzzies. All right. Like I say, I'm not a glass guy. Anybody who watches my videos who does glass work, this is essentially Fiberglass. I took epoxy and I built out the edge with epoxy. Then I went over it with the Fiberglass, and now I'm shaping it. So this is not a solid chunk of Fiberglass. It's probably that much of it is pretty much solid Fiberglass. Now, do I take resin cloth, which is this stuff, looks like it's knitted. Do I take this now and just to beef up these edges, go over it, or just leave it and be done with it and just do my, my regular polyester fill here and just finish it up this way? Because if you can see this yellow, this is all resin. I loaded this thing up. I kept having blowouts. When I would sand down in between the two, I would get down into the foam, and then I would have this would open up and it'd be loose. So what I did is I just hollowed out as much of the foam as I possibly could without really affecting it, and then I just loaded in resin, filled it right up with resin. It's heavy now, it's really heavy, but what do? Leave it? Sleeping dog? Leave it? Sleeping dog? Or do I go over it with this, you know what I mean, like from here over, and then just feather it out? I don't know. My old man worked in a boat yard for 25 years doing fiberglass hulls for O'Day Boat, and that's all he did day in and day out. And he would probably be not disappointed, but he'd be like, what the hell, guy, I did this for so many years, you never picked up on it? Never had the interest in it, but sometimes you need it. And I don't know, so any advice and information on this would be welcome. So this is Mark from the second gens. All the second gens. I got more upstairs. So hit me up with a PM if you want one. Try to get them out to you as soon as I can. But I know for a fact I owe Ziggy one and I owe Scott one. And if I left somebody else out, just hit me up. So, Mark from the Second Gens, I'm going to keep it. I'm not going to send the hammer through it. Clear head, you when you step back from something, you go back to it, it's you got a whole different outlook on it. So, digging it. Be well, be safe. Everybody do the right thing. Take care, and thanks for commenting and watching, and subscribing. And we will catch you on the next one. Peace, fellas. I got no worries, man. None at all. Peace.